It's week 11 of the 2026 season, and the spotlight is on George Kittle. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
On second down, Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll find his tight end, Gray, open downfield. They get 19 on that pass play, and the Chiefs have a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
First down throw, Mahomes. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. 2nd and a yard. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw again. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
George Kittle was the intended target that time, and now it's 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Play action here. Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's Rice. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this 1st quarter of play. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Pacheco. Pacheco, 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. So, 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 58. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Pacheco. Now Pacheco loses the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Gray is the motion man here. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Mahomes now on second down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense ready for this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down. Now, faking the give. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here comes Garenda. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. And it's also first down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 7. And the 49ers first down.
Now a handoff running right. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, 49ers.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack. And it's clear why.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So Kittle comes in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short. of the first down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the 49ers are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Ross. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion a tight end right. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He's got room to roam. And he's in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, KC. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Guerendo. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. 3rd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
This brought him out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Automatic 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Gray is the motion man here. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Niners have got it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Screen pass to Ayuk. Caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. So, we have hit halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jaden Daniels, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Brock Purdy, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. The Titans able to get back to 500. Don't write them off just yet, as they move to 5-5 with the victory. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 49ers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The 49ers out to punt this one. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Gray is the motion man here. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that'll set up 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Back to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll look to throw yet again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll motion over Samuel. Back to the air one more time. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw again. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Gurenda. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And that is incomplete. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. And now after the play, that's Mahomes who looks to be shaken up down there. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Gray is the motion man here. He'll drop to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Niners offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. On the zone read, a give to Gurenda. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll try the right side this time. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And the Niners are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
Here's a run. Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time, he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I could promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. One of the tight ends motions right. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, KC.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Charvarius Ward able to get the hand in there and make the play. Gray is the motion man here. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the 49ers first down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Niners offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's Samuel on the screen. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. A tight end in motion now. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. One of the tight ends in motion right. Now, faking the give. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. In trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A handoff running left. It's Pacheco. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. That one on the center, Creed Humphrey. Here's Pacheco. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Gray is the motion man here. Throwing now from the gun. Caught by the tight end. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
A big-time play for the Niners. And even 30 yards. They'll look to throw yet again. That's into the hands of the fullback.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll look to throw again. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll run. Here's Guerrero. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. They get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and
he's got his big tight end. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end. You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He'll try again here. Second and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's third down.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
A give here to Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco, the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of only a yard.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say so long from Arrowhead.